Hey guys, let's get more news about Green Bay Packers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Packers, asking price for dynamic WR drastically drops just 1 second. The Green Bay Packers are being thrust right back into the wide receiver market this offseason. With Christian Watson expected to miss a substantial amount of the 2025 season and Green Bay ending the season with more questions than answers at the position, wide receiver will likely be a priority for this team. Whether that means through the draft or free agency remains to be seen. However, free agency may be the route to go after learning the price of one-star WR. According to Ian Rappaport of NFL Network, the 49ers are considering trading Deebo Samuel. Sources say the 49ers are expected to explore trading Samuel this offseason, wrote Rappaport. While it's not a certainty that Samuel is done in San Francisco, it's enough of a possibility that both sides appear to be at peace with moving on if it goes that way. Fansided's Rucker Harangi proposed this trade that would send Samuel to the Green Bay Packers in exchange for a draft pick. 49ers receive, 2025 second-round pick. Packers receive, wide receiver Deebo Samuel. The 49ers would love to get a first in return for their talented wideout, but that's too high of a price for the Packers to pay after a down year from Samuel, especially entering the final year of his contract, wrote Harangi. A second-round pick would represent a good return for San Francisco and a reasonable gamble for Green Bay. Packers among the favorites to win Super Bowl 60. The Green Bay Packers' 2024 season didn't end as they had hoped. The Packers stumbled to the finish line, losing their final 3 games, including a 22-10 setback to Philadelphia in the NFC wild-card round. The wise guys in the desert believe the Packers' future is bright, though. DraftKings gives Green Bay the 7th best odds to win Super Bowl 60. Philadelphia, which won the 59th Super Bowl, is the early favorite at plus 600. That means if you'd bet $10 on the Eagles to win next year's Super Bowl and they deliver, you'd win $60. Kansas City, this year's runner-up, is tied for the second lowest odds with Buffalo and Baltimore at plus 700. Detroit is 5th at plus 1,000. Perhaps the biggest surprise is San Francisco, which finished last in the NFC West with a 6-11 record, has the 6th lowest odds at plus 1,600. Washington and Green Bay tied for 7th at plus 1,800, while Cincinnati is 9th, plus 2,000, and the Los Angeles Rams and Los Angeles Chargers tied for 10th at plus 2,800. Green Bay went 11-6 in 2024, but finished 3rd in the NFC North after going just 1-5 against divisional foes. In other futures bets, Green Bay quarterback Jordan Love has the 7th lowest odds to win MVP at plus 2,200. Baltimore Lamar Jackson is the favorite, plus 500, followed by Buffalo's Josh Allen, plus 550, Kansas City's Patrick Mahomes, plus 750, Cincinnati's Joe Burrow, plus 750, Washington's Jaden Daniels, plus 1,000, the Chargers' Justin Herbert, plus 2,000, and Love. Former Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who is expected to be released by the New York Jets, is given plus 5,000 odds to win MVP. Green Bay defensive end Rashawn Gary is given plus 10,000 odds of winning Defensive Player of the Year honors, which is the 33rd lowest odds. Cleveland defensive end Myles Garrett, who has asked for a trade and could be a player Green Bay would have significant interest in, is tied for the lowest odds with Pittsburgh's T.J. Watt at plus 750. Jordan Love addresses rumors of Davante Adams, Packers reunion. Davante Adams is being linked to a reunion with the Packers, and it sounds Love is on board with the idea. Expectations were high for the Green Bay Packers in 2024, but they ended up crashing out of the playoffs in the wild card round at the hands of the Philadelphia Eagles. It's clear that the Packers need to add some pass-catching talent this offseason, which is why star quarterback Jordan Love seems to be on board with rumors linking New York Jets wide receiver Davante Adams to a potential reunion with Green Bay. Love battled through a myriad of injuries to play in 15 games this season, throwing for 3,389 yards and 25 touchdowns. While Love did well to spread the ball around, the Packers' offense lacks a true number one receiver. That void would be filled by the potential addition of Adams, with Love admitting that he's heard rumors suggesting a return to Green Bay could be on the table. "I'm not mad about it," Love said in regards to the rumors linking Adams to the Packers on Up and Adams. "You see it every week, the playmaking ability that he has. When I was with him, he might have dropped 3 passes in the years that I saw him. So, he's just a phenomenal receiver. Creates so much separation off the line, and that's his game, killing guys off the line and making crazy catches and making big-time plays. He's a phenomenal receiver." Adams spent time with the Jets and Las Vegas Raiders last season, putting up 85 receptions for 1,063 yards and 8 touchdowns through 14 games. All those totals would have led the way for the Packers' receiving core, and even though he's set to enter his age 33 season, he proved that he's still got quite a bit of gas left in the tank. Love briefly worked with Adams, who spent the first 8 seasons of his career with the Packers before landing with the Raiders. With his future in New York murky at best, there's a very good shot Adams could be on the move this offseason, especially if Aaron Rodgers doesn't return to the Jets. If that happens, it sounds like Love would be thrilled to see Adams make a triumphant return to Green Bay. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Davante Adams? Leave your opinion in the comments.